What happened to you?
We had kind of a rough scrimmage today. Oh, hi, Pop.
Oh, hi, son. Gee, you look kind of beat up there.
I feel like it, too.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, before I forget it, would you and Mom like to chaperone a dance Saturday night?
Yeah, I guess so.
What dance is that?
Over at the school gymnasium. We hope it'll be a victory celebration.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm sure we'd love to go.
Did you hurt your leg there?
Yeah. You know Tubby Jackson? Came tearing around left end. He's awful big and he's fast, too.
And you tackled him?
Yeah, after he dragged me about 5 yards.
Well, that's okay. Gee, that's fine. What'd the coach have to say about that?
Well, he balled me out.
Well, I don't get that. You did tackle Tubby, didn't you?
The only thing, though, he didn't have a ball.
What difference does that make?
Well, Harriet, you're supposed to tackle a man with the ball.
Well, after all, they're only high school boys.
That doesn't make any difference. The rules are the same. I thought you were playing quarterback on defense.
Well, I was yesterday, but the coach has been shifting me around. Wherever he needs a guy to get clobbered, that's me.
Boy, what happened to you? Did you have a fight with one of your girlfriends?
I'd laugh at that, except I think one of my ribs is broken.
Why don't you lie down till dinner's ready?
I don't think there's a lie-downable spot on my whole body. Rub my shoulder a little.
Well, I think this is pretty silly, getting all beat up like this for nothing.
Oh, it isn't for nothing. It teaches me teamwork, sportsmanship, and Bill's character. At least that's what the coach said.
I think you ought to wait till next year.
Oh, when you're out for football, you gotta expect to get knocked around a little.
Coach said that, too.
What were you doing, son? Backing up the line?
Well, some of the time. Most of the time, I was carrying the ball.
Oh, gee, that sounds swell.
Those guys on the first team sure tackle hard.
Well, they probably put in a lot of time practicing on the tackling dummy.
Well, they broke that the first day.
Oh, really? What have they been using?
Me?
Well, that doesn't seem fair, using you for a tackling dummy all the time. Why don't they use one of the other boys once in a while?
Yeah, how come, son?
I don't know. I guess I'm the only guy out there that's the same size as a dummy.
Well, look at it this way. There's a lot you can learn from being tackled. One thing, you learn how to fall just right.
Well, I know how to fall fine right now. I always end up on the ground.
The idea is not to be tackled.
It's easier said than done. A couple of those big 200-pounders coming at you. First guy hits you high, the second guy hits you low.
You mean they did that every time?
Oh, no, ma'am. Sometimes the second guy hits you high and the first guy hits you low.
Well, that doesn't seem fair at all.
Well, sure it is, Mom. That way he gets bruised all over.
Rick, why don't you go upstairs and take a nice hot bath? I think that'll make you feel better.
I will if David will carry me up there.
You like me to put you in the tub and wash behind your ears, too?
No, I'll just scrub my back.
Hello? Yes, he is. Just a second. I hear somebody wants to talk to the tackling dummy.
I hope I can lift my arm. Hello? Oh, hi, Herb. Oh, sure. Pick me up on the way to school tomorrow and I'll give them to you. Okay. So long. In case anybody's interested, that was Herb.
What did he want?
He wanted to borrow my drums. He's going out for the school band.
Well, that's what you ought to do. Join the band. Save some wear and tear on that slim, delicate body of yours.
Let's keep my slim, delicate body out of this.
There's nothing wrong with being in the band, David. He can play football next year when he gets a little more weight on him.
Well, sure, that's what I meant.
Rick, I was out for the band my freshman year in high school. It was a lot of fun. Not everybody can be in the band, you know.
I know. Only the guys that own instruments.
Well, I think the band is almost as important as the team. They play all those fight songs and add a lot of color to the game. Why don't you go out for the band instead of getting knocked around like this?
Well, I'll think about it. Oh, you and Mom won't forget about chaperoning the dance Saturday night, will you?
What dance is that?
Don't you remember? That's what started this whole thing. I came limping in, and you said, what's the matter? And I said, will you and Mom be chaperones at the dance Saturday night? You said, oh, sure.
Oh, sure, Dad.
Oh, sure. Where's Rick? Do you know, Dave?
I think he's in bed. He said he was going upstairs and taking another bath and then turning early.
Oh,
I guess this football is a little rougher than he thought it was going to be.
yeah. Well, I think I'll go up and see if he's asleep yet. Hi, son turned in early, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a good idea. If you're going to play football, you got to get plenty of sleep.
Hey, Pop, I've been thinking over what you and Mom said about joining the band. I think it might be a good idea.
Oh? Well, of course it isn't as much fun as playing football.
What would you rather have me do?
Oh, well, that's entirely up to you, son.
There's an awful lot of nice guys in the band.
Oh, sure. Of course, there are a lot of nice guys playing football, too. You don't have to decide tonight. Why don't you sleep on it and make up your mind tomorrow morning, hey?
Okay, I'm practically asleep right now.
And remember, you decide any way you want to. The decision is entirely up to you. You understand that, don't you, son? Rick?
Morning, Oz.
Hey, good morning, Thorny.
Ricky's on for the football team this year, huh?
Yeah, how'd you know about it?
I can smell a liniment floating across the driveway from his room.
Yeah, the poor little guy's really been getting worked over. Gotta hand it to him, though. He stays right out there.
What does he do it for?
Well, you know, the kid just likes football.
Oh, now look, Oz, are you sure you didn't push him into this?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just thought you might have dropped a few little hints, like showing him your scrapbook from old Rutgers. I don't know why you need a scrapbook anyway. All you got is that one little clipping. Nelson fumbles away game.
You'd better get in the house before I hit you over the noggin with one of these bottles.
You wouldn't dare.
Oh, no?
I gotta run. I'll be late for class. Go on, Pop.
So long, Dave.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, dear. Hadn't you better leave for school pretty soon, too, Rick?
Oh, no, ma'am. I have plenty of time. Herbie's going to pick me up in his car.
Well, that's right. You're lending him your drums today, aren't you?
Yes, sir. They're outside in the yard. Oh, there's Herb now.
What's he driving, an ice cream truck?
What's the matter? Your back still hurts, son?
Yes, sir. I hurt all over. In a few places I didn't know I had. Well, bye, Mom.
Goodbye, dear. Take it easy.
Come on, Rick. Hurry up. Oh, hi, Herb. Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Here are the drums.
Gee, thanks. They're swell.
Hiya, Rick.
Oh, hi, Sally.
It's real nice of you to lend Herbert your drums.
Herbert.
Herbie,
Oh, well, he needs them to practice with.
you ought to see his uniform. It's really terrific. Aren't you going to be using your drums?
I'm too busy practicing football.
Oh, that.
Swell set of drums, Rick.
Well, thanks. Be careful how you load them in the car.
You haven't forgotten you're taking me to the dance Saturday night.
Gee, I hope I can make it.
What do you mean?
I'm so stiff and sore I can hardly walk.
Ricky Nelson, that's the same excuse you gave me last week.
Well, I can't help it.
Well, if you won't take me to the dance, Herbie will. Won't you, Herbie?
I sure will.
You don't get all banged up when you're playing in the band.
Hey, where am I going to sit? Hop on the bag.
Big, strong football player like you ought to be able to walk to school.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi there. Thought you were going to get home early.
No, I stopped off at the football field to watch the practice for a while.
Oh, did you bring Rick home with you?
No, I don't think he knew I was there. I think a kid gets kind of embarrassed if he thinks his father's watching the practice.
He didn't get hurt anymore, did he?
No, I don't think so. He got knocked down a couple of times, but he managed to get up each time. Got some pretty big guys on that first team.
I wish he'd forget about football, at least until next year.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about it. He's kind of light, but he's plenty tough.
Well, if you want my opinion, I think he's out there just to please you.
Oh, don't be silly. He knows it's entirely up to him. Kid just happens to like football, that's all. Well, here's the All-American quarterback now.
Oh, hi, Pop.
Oh, hiya, son. How you feeling?
I'm just about able to walk.
Well, you look worse today than you did yesterday.
I feel worse, too.
Well, I was down watching the practice for a while. You're really doing okay.
Oh, thanks, Pop.
How come you brought your football shoes home? You gonna shine them up?
No, sir, I brought them home to put in the closet.
Well, I don't get it.
I quit the team. I'm going out for the band.
Well, the band? Well, you're kidding.
No, sir. Can I have $30 deposit for a band uniform?
He's not kidding.
I thought you liked football.
I do, and I'm going to help spur the team on by playing in the band. And maybe next year, when I get a little heavier, I'll go out for football again.
Well, I think that's a real sensible idea.
I hope you don't mind, Pop.
Oh, no. It's entirely up to you, son. Whatever you want to do.
Well, I guess I'll go up and take my last hot bath of the season.
How about that?
Well, don't look so disappointed.
Well, I'm not disappointed exactly. I am surprised.
You said yourself it was up to Ricky to make the decision.
Well, I know, but why didn't he decide the way I wanted him? That is a different way.
Oh, I was just going to call you. Do you think this dress will be all right to chaperone the dance in?
Oh, yeah, it looks very nice.
You didn't like it the last time I wore it.
Well, sure I did.
No, you said if I wore it, somebody'd have to chaperone me.
Oh, I was just kidding. It's real nice.
What have you got there?
Oh, this is my old football scrapbook from college. Harriet, have I shown this to Ricky recently?
Yes, last Tuesday night at dinner.
Oh, what makes you so sure?
Well, there's tomato soup on it, and we had that Tuesday night.
Has somebody been taking clippings out of this? It seems to me there used to be more.
No, they're all there. Brown intercepts pass to win for Rutgers. Young scores 3 times as Rutgers wins. Nelson fumbles away game.
I meant to tell you about that. That's not me, you know. That's another Nelson, a fellow they used to call Butterfingers Nelson. Harriet, do you think I ought to let this lay around someplace casually where Ricky could sort of accidentally find it?
Now, Ozzie, Ricky made his decision, and I think you ought to let him alone.
Well, I know.
I'm surprised at you. You're the one who always says, let the boys live their own lives.
Well, yes, but frankly, I'm a little disappointed in Ricky giving up the football team and joining the band. I don't think it's right for the boy to quit something he starts just because he gets a few bumps.
Well, I must admit, I'm much happier since he's in the band.
Hey, Ma.
Well, we're in here.
How do I look?
Wow, boy.
Not bad, huh?
Oh, you look very good. Look at those shoulders.
Well, that's not me. I'm wearing my football shoulder pads underneath. I want to make the changeover kind of gradual. Excuse me, Ma. Not bad.
Doorman, would you mind bringing my car around front, please?
Oh, hi, Dave. Pretty nice uniform, huh?
Are you sure you're going to enjoy being in the band, son?
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Well, I'll see you.
Wait a minute, you mean you're going outside dressed like that?
Yeah, I'm going to do some marching. Why don't you come out and watch me, Pop?
Oh, no thanks, son.
Sure, you can give me some pointers.
Sure, you used to help him with his football practice. You could probably teach him a lot about marching. Used to be in the band.
Yeah, come on, Pop.
Well, okay. Maybe I can show you how to duck a slide trombone.
Oh, it's all right. I'll pick it up, Butterfingers.
Well, no, you must... Oh, Harriet,
Hey!
thought I said halt there. There's not enough rhythm to your drumming, Rick.
Gee, Pop, this thing's awful heavy. Anyway, it's hard to march without any music.
Hey, maybe this'll help.
Oh, for goodness sakes, where'd you get that? I haven't played this in years.
I'd help if I could play trombone.
I think the only thing I remember is Moonlight on the Ganges.
It's good for night games in India.
No, it's no good, Harry. This just isn't going to work.
Why not? You were doing beautifully.
Well-
What was that, Moonlight on the Clinkers?
You can laugh if you want to. I think I drew blood on 3 fingers. I never realized I had so many hangnails. Hey, Rick, I got an idea. Why don't you go upstairs and get your record player?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Of course, we'll have to take that door down to get you through.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, That's fine, boys. Excellent. That's enough marching for today.
Will we come back again tomorrow, Mr. Nelson?
Well, sure, if we have some more practice.
Yay! Boy, you sure got a crazy house here.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for the help, fellas.
We'll see you at the game, Ricky.
Okay, thanks, boys.
They're out of the huddle now. They're in the T formation. Johnson takes the ball from center, hands off to Riley. There he goes. There's a good hole there. Looks like a gain of about 3 yards. The referee's having a little trouble untangling that pile of arms and
It's a
legs.
shame they don't show the game on television.
For the quarterback to
Well,
make.
after all, it's only a
Fourth
high
down
school
with about,
game.
4 yards to go. They're lining up at a single wing this time. The ball is snapped to O'Malley. He's fading back to pass. There's a man in the clear. He's got it, and he's over for a touchdown.
Another touchdown!
Quiet, listen, there's Ricky. Oh, David, come over here and listen to Ricky.
I don't hear. Don't you hear that big bass drum, Dave? That's Ricky.
Yeah, now I hear it.
Oh, he's really been doing just beautiful.
Pretty near ready?
Mm-hmm, just about.
I kind of think they expect the chaperones to get there a little early.
Oh, just a few more minutes.
Boy, that sure was a good game today, wasn't it?
It sure was. What was the final score again?
Ricky's team scored 14 drum beats. 14 points, and the other team scored 7. The band sure sounded great at halftime. So I marched up and down the field a dozen times. Where's Rick, anyway?
Oh, he called and said he was going to have dinner at Sally's house and take her right to the dance.
What the heck is that? Fellas, boys, what's going on down there?
Can we borrow your record player, Mr. Nelson?
Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. We're going out tonight. Come on back tomorrow.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Bird! Bird!
Oh, there you are. I've been looking all over for you, Rick.
Oh, hi, Pop.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. I guess she's out there dancing with Herbie.
Well, you mean you haven't danced at all?
To be honest with you, Mom, I can't move. My back is sore from carrying that big bass drum. My stomach is sore where it was rubbing up against me. And I can't raise my arms. My feet are killing me from all that marching up and down the field.
Well, I think you ought to dance at least once.
You'll have to speak a little louder, Mom. I keep hearing drums in my ears.
Boy, you're in worse shape than when you were out for football.
Shh.
Here's some punch, Ricky.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Oh, you poor boy.
Diane, this is my mother and father. They're chaperoning
Oh,
the dance.
how do you
Hello,
do?
Diane.
Please do.
Oh, you must be very proud of Ricky. I didn't see the game today, but he was telling me how well he played. Imagine going up and down the field a dozen times. Can I get you anything else, Ricky?
Maybe a pillow.
I'll be right back. Will you pardon me a minute? We girls have to take care of our football players.
Football players? What kind of a story you've been handing this girl, Rick?
Not story, dear, line.
I didn't give her any line. It was just a misunderstanding. She asked me if I played today, and I said, yes, I did play. She didn't ask me what. Then I happened to mention that I went up and down the field a couple of times, and I guess she assumed I was carrying the ball.
Do you think that was quite fair?
Well, sure, Pop. Especially since I spoke to the coach, and I'm going to be back on the team Monday.
Oh, gee, that's great, son. I'm glad to hear it.
I don't care how hard they tackle me or how many times I hit the ground, or if they walk on me or step on
Well,
me.
what about the band?
Let's face it, Mom, I'm just not rugged enough for that.
Here you are, halfback.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
Well, like father, like son.
Oh, I'll get it. Butterfingers.
Like father, like son. Ozzy. Ozzy, come on, dear. It's late. Aren't you coming to bed?
Oh. Well, I thought I'd sit up and wait for Rick. Don't you think it's about time he got home?
Oh, Ricky came home about an hour ago.
Oh. Are you sure?
Sure, I helped him crawl upstairs to bed.
Still kind of knocked out from all that marching, huh?
I guess that bass drum is pretty heavy to lug around if you're not used to it.
You know, it's strange, though. I don't recall getting as stiff and sore as that when I was a kid. I guess maybe the kids of today are a little softer, huh?
Well, after all, when you're not used to doing something, you're bound to feel it.
Well, yes, but it's also a question of muscle tone. See, we used to do more walking and get more exercise. I don't know. I don't think the kids of today have the muscles.
Well, let's go to bed, dear.
Harriet, would you give me a hand up off the couch here, please?
You were the fellow who's supposed to have all the muscles.
Oh, yeah, but don't forget I dance practically every dance tonight.